Should you buy a 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid over a Hyundai Tucson or Toyota RAV4 Hybrid? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. If you're thinking of buying an affordable, hybrid-powered SUV, then this video is for you. We're going to take an in-depth look at the all-new 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid and compare it against other similar hybrid crossover SUVs like the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, and even the all-new Honda CR-V Hybrid. So to find out which of these hybrid crossover SUVs is the best one to buy, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. And if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week, always straight to the point, valuable car buying advice designed to help you, the consumer. The Kia Sportage has been completely redesigned for the 2023 model year with a completely brand new distinctive looking design and a few different drivetrain options, including a gas engine and a pair of hybrid engines too. And yes, it is known as the Sportage in Canada, as opposed to the US where it's called the Sportage. Out of the 3 different drivetrain options, the gas engine is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission and a choice between either front-wheel or all-wheel drive. This is designed to be the entry-level drivetrain for those who want a more traditional value option. Now, I know what you might be wondering. Is this the same 4-cylinder engine that's part of that very serious Hyundai and Kia recall where tons of engines are seizing up and failing or even catching on fire? Well, the short answer is no. The major Hyundai and Kia engine recall involves 2-liter and 2.4-liter engines that were produced between 2010 all the way up to brand new that's still used in some models, but thankfully that doesn't include the 2.5-liter engine found in the Sportage, which means you can buy one of these with a little bit more peace of mind. Now, will the 2.5-liter engine be part of the recall down the road? Only time will tell, but for the time being, you should be safe. In any case, let's move on to the more interesting engine options, which include the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid, which are options that you don't always find with a lot of other comparable small crossover SUVs. The hybrid version, which is the one that I'm test driving here, consists of a 1.6-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine with a 6-speed automatic transmission and an electric motor and a hybrid battery pack. Compared to the regular 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, you get a lot more power with the hybrid, 228 horsepower versus 187, and of course you get much better fuel economy too. During my week with my test car, I've been able to achieve around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is very similar to a lot of other hybrid SUVs. That's more or less the same fuel economy that you can get from the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, the Toyota RAV4 and the Toyota Venza Hybrid, as well as the Honda CR-V Hybrid. The difference between them though is the way they make that power. Like I mentioned, this is a turbocharged engine, which means that you do get a little bit more power and torque, which gives you better acceleration. Now, having said that, although it is nice to have more power, I'm not the biggest fan of a turbocharged engine in a hybrid SUV like this. The issue with turbos is that they produce a lot more heat and pressure, which is not good for a hybrid system that's constantly turning the engine on and off. And turbocharged engines are just generally not as good as a regular, naturally aspirated engine when it comes to repair costs and reliability long term. Now, admittedly, the hybrid system that's used in the Kia and also in the Hyundai Tucson and Santa Fe Hybrid is relatively new, so who knows, it could end up being reliable. And fortunately, the companies do give you a very good class-leading warranty. With Kia and Hyundai, you get a 5-year comprehensive warranty, and in the US, you also get a 10-year powertrain warranty, which is pretty unbeatable. With that being said, you do get a pretty average 8-year warranty with the hybrid system, as opposed to Toyota, which gives you an 8-year warranty on hybrid components, plus a 10-year warranty on the hybrid battery pack. In any case, if you're only planning on buying one of these SUVs to hold on to during the warranty period, then you should be perfectly fine, and you're going to get a great performing SUV that does perform when it comes to fuel efficiency. Now, as mentioned, there is a third option, which is the plug-in hybrid, which uses the exact same hybrid system with a larger electric motor and battery pack that gives you around 260 horsepower. And because of that larger battery, you do get a dedicated electric driving range of around 32 miles or 50 kilometers. And of course, once that electric range is used up, it runs as a normal hybrid, producing the exact same fuel economy. 32 miles or 50 kilometers is a pretty respectable driving range for a plug-in hybrid SUV and pretty much identical to the Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid. You do get a better electric range though with the Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid, which is able to go around 40 miles or 65 kilometers, and it also produces over 300 horsepower, giving you much better acceleration too. In any case, it is nice that Kia is offering the option of a hybrid and a plug-in hybrid, which is something that you don't see with other SUVs, and there's no question that these are the most desirable versions of the Sportage to buy. Aside from the performance, this is a great driving SUV. It has good handling, it's very quiet, and it has excellent ride quality too. But I think the most impressive thing about the Sportage has to be the interior. Not only does it look very premium with excellent materials and fit and finish, but it also has some very impressive technology too. The tech that stands out the most has to be the infotainment system, which consists of an 8-inch touchscreen on the lower trim levels or a pair of 12.3-inch displays behind one piece of curved glass on the higher trims. Now, having the displays behind one piece of curved glass gives it a really high-end look, not unlike a lot of luxury cars like the latest BMWs that I've been in. And not only do the screens look really modern and high-end, but they also have excellent graphics and a really good user interface too. Kia and Hyundai have consistently been making some of the best infotainment systems on the market, and you not only get this great system in the Sportage, but you also get the same system in the Hyundai Tucson and Santa Fe Hybrid too. One of my favorite features of this infotainment system, for example, are the cameras, which not only have amazing resolution, but you also have a 360 view and all kinds of other views too, which make them the best on the market. But that being said, even though the tech in here is amazing, one area where Kia has been dropping down a little bit is the functionality and the usability of the controls. For example, not only do you have to rely on the touchscreen to control pretty much everything, but you also need to rely on this digital control panel below the screen, which can be a little bit frustrating to use. This is the same digital control panel that's found in the new EV6, and although it has a pretty neat party trick where you can push a button to switch back and forth between your climate controls and your audio controls, it is a little bit frustrating and can be distracting to use while driving. Although the control setup in the Hyundai Tucson is a little bit better, it still uses touch-sensitive controls, which can be a little bit frustrating too. So if you just want straightforward controls that are not distracting to use while driving, the best setup is still found in the Toyota RAV4. Although the interior of the RAV4 does look a little bit dated by comparison, it is much better when it comes to the functionality. But that being said, I still really like the interior of the Kia, and I also really like the amount of space and the practicality that you get too. This is a very spacious SUV with plenty of room in both the back seats and the cargo area too, which is a really good size. You also get a spare tire underneath the floor of the cargo area, which is nice to see too. And not only do you get plenty of space, but you also get lots of nice little touches like USB ports for the backseat passengers, you can recline the back seats, and you can also fold them down from the cargo area, which is a great touch. And finally, when it comes to safety, the Sportage is top-notch and very comparable to the other SUVs. You get plenty of great active safety tech, including the amazing camera systems, as well as Kia's highway driving assist and a self-parking feature, which is pretty neat. So for the most part, this is a well-rounded SUV, and it also has pretty attractive pricing when you compare it to some of the other SUVs too. The pricing for the Sportage ranges from around 27 to 40,000 US, or roughly 30 to 45,000 Canadian. And if you want the hybrid option is around $3,000 more than the comparable gas engine. The pricing is very similar to the Hyundai Tucson and even a little bit lower than the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and the RAV4 Prime. But that being said, with the RAV4, the price difference between the gas engine and the hybrid is smaller, only around $1,500 to $2,000, which does make it more attractive price-wise when compared to the Sportage or the Tucson. And the other thing that you need to consider is the reputation for reliability and the resale value too. In both of these areas, both the Honda and the Toyota are top-notch. They have an established reputation for reliability, low repair costs, and maintaining very high resale value too, which is something that you don't necessarily get with the Hyundai or the Kia, which haven't been making hybrids quite as long. And as mentioned, in the case of the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and the Honda CR-V Hybrid, you get a simple, naturally aspirated engine, which is better for longevity when compared to a more complicated turbo engine that you get in the Hyundai and the Kia. Although time will tell whether the Kia and the Hyundai are going to develop the same level of reliability over the long term, for the time being, if you're looking to buy a hybrid SUV to keep for upwards of 10 to 15 years, then you are safer going with either the Honda or the Toyota. But then there is another thing that you need to consider when buying any kind of hybrid SUV in the market, and that is the limited availability. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing car shortage across the market and the very limited availability of hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and even fully electric vehicles, it can be very difficult to buy any one of these SUVs if you're shopping for a new car. So it is worth shopping around to see what the wait times are like for all these SUVs, because if you're able to buy one of them in only a few months versus a year long for all of the other ones, then you might have your answer as to which one you should buy right there. In any case, Kia has shown that they know how to make a really well-designed hybrid SUV. And although I still think there are some very strong reasons to consider the Toyota or the Honda hybrid SUVs over the Kia or the Hyundai, I don't think you're going to be too disappointed with your choice if you decide to buy the Sportage. So let me know what you think of the 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid. Would you buy one over a Hyundai Tucson, a Toyota RAV4, or a Honda CR-V Hybrid? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at some of my other car videos by checking out these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and if you need additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.